Oh, that's interesting. What's up? What's up, y'all? Look, I'm sitting here surfing the net. I was supposed to be getting right into it, but I'm looking at shit. I'm like, okay. Not the fairground breakdown in Saudi Arabia. I didn't even know they went to the fair in Saudi Arabia. What's up, guys? This is episode 5 of It Behooves Me to Say podcast. I am your host, Darren Fleet. And before I got on, I was just reading this interesting story. I saw this video where it was this, I don't know what you would call it, but it was one of them like 5-minute quick put together fairground rides that they put up. And you know how like they have the one where it swings you all around, but it's doing like more than one thing at one time. So it's rotating while twirling you. Anywho, it broke in half in Saudi Arabia. And I don't know if people got hurt or not. They didn't really disclose that. But from the look of things, no one got hurt. But it did shock them. That's why I tell people all the time, don't get on them little carnival rides when they come to your community, they come to your little neighborhood, your town, maybe once or twice out of a year. No, normally it's around Halloween time. You can get you a little scare winds, little action going on. Or maybe it's around the summertime when the kids out of school and they put them rides up in 2 damn days. Next thing you know, you getting a $30, $40 ticket plus having to pay for park just to go fall off a ride outside. Shit, you could fall off your bike at home. You miss one of your steps coming off your porch, bitch, you can fall for free. Don't be paying $50, $60 to fall off these damn rides. They put them shits up in 2.1 seconds. When I go to a fairground, I go to a fairground to get a cotton candy. Candy apple if you got a good one, especially the caramel one with the nuts. I know y'all might say, darn, that's nasty, but I like it. Not only that, when I go to the fairground, I want to taste the foods. I like to go to a good food truck. You know what I'm saying? I go to a good food truck. Hopefully somebody's selling a turkey leg, something you can sit there and skim off, let the grease run all down your hand, be fat for a day. Get the French fries that taste like a little vinegar base on them. I put a little hot sauce and ketchup on mine. That's the way I like my fries. Don't judge. But that's what I do. I go to a fairground and treat it like Sam's Club. I taste this. I sample that. I try this. I don't never go to a fairground to get on them simple ass rides that a kindergartner can put up. That shit ain't been FDA approved. That shit ain't been tested by nobody. They ain't have a weight capacity to see who the fuck could fit up there and who couldn't. They don't do a height to let you get on there. You could just be alive and get on a fairground ride. Why would I want to get on some shit like that? I want to see the people who put it up take about 2 free rides a piece per fairground ride before I go outside. I'm not getting on them damn rides. No, I'd rather get on a train that a kid built right in my living room than ride one of them fairground rides. I've seen too many incidents. Y'all remember like a couple years ago, and this was in Orlando, Florida. Y'all remember the kid who got on one of them like drop zones and had like, a freak accident? Rest in peace to him. But that was enough to let me know that if the rides ain't riding in Florida, bitch, I'm damn sure not going to a ride in Baltimore. When that fair come around in Baltimore, girl, look right past it. I don't even never notice the fair coming. My homegirls got to tell me, darn, you know the state fair. Okay. Y'all bring me back a candy apple. Yeah, I don't need a picture in the photo booth to let y'all know that I was at this damn fairground. When the rides don't ride in Florida, that's a left me. Shit, when I think of theme park rides, I think of Florida. You think of California or Florida first, Disney World or Disney fucking Land. When the rides ain't riding in Disney World, I'm not going to get on one out here in Maryland. No, I'll take my land right on back to Disney. I'm not playing like that. So I tell people all the time, before you go and get on these rides, or you let your kids go out to these parks and shit like that, make sure that the people who have put them up have, you know what I love about, and I know I'm getting off subject, but you know what I love about going to someone's home and they know they can cook? They try to shit first themselves. You ever seen a good cook in the kitchen? She'll try her own stew and try to put it in your mouth. She'll try a piece of her own pie. They're like, taste that. Yeah, put a little nutmeg. Even tell you what it consists of. I don't want to get on a ride that a bitch ain't taste yet. These people ain't tasting them damn rides. Because you would have known that you put that shit up so quick you missed a screw or two. Yeah, And you can't sue nobody. Ain't like you sign a damn disclaimer. We all know that a fairground come to town and that shit is put up in 72 hours. So we take a risk. We take a risk. And who can you sue? It's like that Escape song. Who can you run to? Who do you tell that you fell off the Ferris wheel? Not a damn soul. That's who. Yeah, I say no to fairground rides. Anyway, Amusement Park went wrong out there in Saudi Arabia. And I don't want to be dumbfounded. I'm not going to say that I didn't think that other countries had carnivals, but I just feel like it's bigger fish to fry in Saudi Arabia. Why were y'all out there at the fair? I just feel like if I lived in a country like that, the fair would be like the least of my fucking worries, you know. It's war going on out here, you know. It's shit popping off every other fucking day, and y'all trying to have a good time at a carnival. And I get that some people would be like, well, darn, that would probably be the perfect place to go to get your mind off things. Bitch, when it's bombs over fucking Baghdad, I don't want to be enjoying a cotton candy bag on a fucking Ferris wheel. I'm trying to go somewhere where it's shelter, somewhere I can run for fucking cover. So I didn't understand why they was out there at the fairground in Saudi Arabia. Now some people may say, darn, that's heartless. I just didn't understand. I've never been to Saudi Arabia. But from what I've seen, I just didn't think that that would be a thing. Moving right along, don't want to stay on it too long. Okay, 23 people got injured. Now I did see that. As I'm reading down into it, it was 23 people injured. Now, they didn't die. Because, see, I saw the video. No one got hurt. I even saw, like, when the shit broke in two. They didn't have a far fall. But because you were strapped down, and when metal hit the ground, it tends to crash and bend. I know somebody had to have their ass, you know. Somebody gonna need a hip replacement after that shit. I know that for a fact. Yeah. The only ride that I get on at the fairground, I'm going to say this and say this now, is the Uber ride that I caught to the fucking fairground. That's something that Toyota put together. That shit has been approved. They put test dummies in them Toyotas before they sell them. So yeah, I rode in a Camry on the way here, and I might rode in a fucking Honda Odyssey on the way back. I feel comfortable in a Honda fucking Odyssey. Yeah. I really, really do. I don't even feel comfortable on them little horses that go up and down. You know, the little carousel. I don't feel comfortable on that. I feel like freak accidents can happen on that too. And I'm one of them people, I think about me and then I think about your children in a situation. If I'm in a situation and your children are on a ride with Dern, hear me and hear me now. I'm going to save Dern. That's why I don't sit in the exit row on aircrafts. They already asked me, bitch, I already got 2 shots at the bar, and I plan on having a Captain Morgan while I get on this plane. You know for a fact, I'm not equipped to help nobody just in case this plane crash. Oh, bitch, I'm the last one going to help. I'm going to get a DW fly, so I can't do that. I said, no. I just don't want nobody to be like, you know what, I watch his videos. It's a good thing that my daughter up there next to me, and she got a good person. Yeah, I'm a good person, and I can make your daughter laugh, but in a crisis, bitch, I'm going to save me. You going to have to come to your daughter rescue. I don't know your kid like that. I'm like, oh, fuck no. Why she think that? I don't do CPR. I don't do none of that, okay? So I say all that to say this. Be mindful before you go to them fairgrounds. And 2, be honest with yourselves. Can I climb this fucking Eiffel Tower to get my daughter just in case this shit gets stuck? Because I'm here to let you know, it will get stuck. This about the 13th accident this year, and there's only been 3 fairgrounds up and going in America, so I'm going to let you know. Now, this one was in Saudi or fucking Arabia. Now, you notice that America, I haven't seen too many fairgrounds popping off right now. I think we've already, caught the notion. We like, no, we're not sending our kids on that fucking amusement park. And today's kids don't care about no fairground. Today's kids like Wi-Fi. They like your credit card. They like DoorDash. They like video games. They like Beats headphones so they don't have to hear shit we say while talking to them. They don't care about no damn fairground. They go to the fairground to get on their Beats headphones while playing their video games in their hands. in talking to other friends. And that's why they don't have good communication skills, because the only shit they know how to say is facts. So, yeah, facts are showing in America, fairgrounds are not even needed in 2055. We can do away with the fairground shit. You want the kids to go outside, you put some Wi-Fi links out there, shit, they'll stay outside all fucking day. You get them some sense, you'll never see your teenager. Moving right along, I saw this interesting story on Cardi B. And y'all know Cardi B got an album coming out, so I don't know if there's any Cardi fans in the building tonight, but I am a huge Cardi fan. Big up to Cardi B. We love her. I've been loving Cardi B since before her rap career. I love Cardi B when she was just an internet personality trying to find her way. Ex-stripper. I know that's so crazy that we love people when they were at their worst, but that's when sometimes they were at their best. You ever seen a person at their worst, but they were at their best? Like how we loved Mary J. Blige when she was struggling and going through her, her wares and her affairs with KC. We liked her when she was going through her problems and her marital statuses, and then we saw her get happy and her album sales start dwindling. It's the same thing for Cardi B, I like Cardi B before she, looked Vava La Voom and shit. I like Cardi B when she had her original teeth, that side ponytail, and twerking on things that didn't revolve you to be twerked on. Cardi B went to Chuck E. Cheese and twerked on Chucky. Now, a bitch who can twerk on a rat, I like that. So I like Cardi B when she was that. I just read a story where Cardi B got her lick back with the other cast member of Love and Hip Hop. Her name is Ra Ali. I don't know if y'all know Ra Ali, but she's one of the girls in the game. I think she used to work at this shoe store. She could get you all high-end brand shoes, so a lot of people on Love and Hip Hop will go to her. I don't know if she's still on Love and Hip Hop because I don't watch Ratchet TV no more. No, I watch things you can learn from now, like Baddies on Sunday on Zeus. And yeah, I don't watch Love and Hip Hop, but I do like Ra Ali, and I love Cardi B. Cardi B got her lick back in France with Ra Ali. I think she saw her. Ra Ali was in a wheelchair. You know how you act like you sick when you go to the airport so somebody can wheel you around, and you also can, board with the pre-boarders because they think you ill. So I think Ra Ali was pretending to be sick while in France. Or maybe she saw Cardi B and was like, you know what, bitch, I'm outnumbered. I'm going to pretend to be sick. Because, see, if I see my enemy out and I know that I had got the best of him, next thing you know, we out in the airport and I'm by myself, but he got 6 people, I'm probably going to take the sick route too. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not pussy. I'm not afraid, but I know when I'm outnumbered. I'm like, darn, I can't beat up Shree niggas, so 6 is going to be a doozy. They about to stand on my head. I watched the videos on Facebook. Yeah, I'm going to pretend to be sick. So, I just feel like you don't want to whoop a sick man ass. Well, Cardi B didn't give a fuck. Cardi B said, yeah, if getting my lick back was a person, my picture would be beside that expression. In the dictionary, Cardi B saw Ra Ali and threw a JBL speaker at her. Now, I don't know if y'all know what the JBL speakers is. Those are the speakers with the surround sound. They be real small like an ibuprofen, but they pack a real punch. Them shits boom. You ever heard your kid upstairs and you think he got one of them old amplifiers that used to be in the back of your Nissan Sentra 1998 R. Kelly 12 play? Yeah, it was that JBL speaker. And yes, that shit may be small, but allegedly Cardi B launched that at Ra Ali. Now people will say, darn, why did Cardi B hit Ra Ali? Well, if you go back to Bizarre red carpet a couple years ago at New York Fashion Week, when Cardi B and Nicki Minaj had that encounter. You remember when Cardi B ran up on Nicki Minaj and Nicki Minaj was standing behind her crew and she was like, I'm right here. I'm right here. Nicki Minaj held the ground. I'm right here. And Cardi B saw where she was at and she came over there. But Cardi B didn't quite make it over there because Ra Ali was also in Nicki Minaj camp. And she whacked Cardi B, allegedly, across the noggin. Now, this was words from Nicki Minaj herself. Now, I know y'all like, darn, how the fuck do you know and remember all this drama? Oh, bitch, my ear's always to the street. A part of me loves drama. I don't like to be in drama, but drama excites me. Anybody else just like a good day of drama? I like peace at my house, but I love when one of my friends, call me up and they put their phone on speakerphone and we can hear their neighbors arguing or something. I'm like, ooh, bitch, what she said he did? A man. Oh my God, girl, she need to get rid. I like drama. You know, a little drama excites me, and I guess it's because my life is so boring. I don't have enough drama in my life. You know, when I do get some drama, I'll be excited and I don't know what to do with it. I'm like, oh my God, it's my turn. Ooh, I get to show the fuck out. I get to throw a JBL speaker. So I like other people with drama. Anywho, fast forward to Cardi B running into Ra Ali, who was pretending to be sickly in France, Paris. And when Cardi saw her, Cardi whispered to her bouncer at the time. She whispered to her bouncer, and these are words from Ra Ali, and then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Cardi B ruled the scene. Now, this shit just happened a couple days ago. So I know y'all like, damn, Darren, you got the news first. I didn't get it quite first, but if you heard it from me, I got it first. This shit was exciting to me, because I was like, oh, whoa, Cardi B does what? Then I heard it from Cardi B mouth, too. So she stamped it, okay? Now, because I'm not a person who like to share a story and don't know whether it really happened or not. We live in a world where people got cameras. So I saw on the internet, too, where Cardi B was up there stamping how she paraded in the airport in France. Now, let me tell y'all something about the airport. This is just from me. Now, I travel. I don't travel on the level of Cardi B. Cardi B probably got a private jet, flew her to France, you know, grapes, Don Perignon, a fur with her name in it, you know, shit like that. When I fly Southwest. That comes with a complimentary pack of peanuts, a cup of water, and beverages of your choice if you got a Southwest membership or you got $8 for an alcohol beverage. Okay. Fast forwarding. I'm afraid to show off with Southwest because I don't want to be on the no-fly list. Let's back before I even get on the plane. I'm afraid to talk shit with TSA because I don't want to be on a no-fly. Let's back before I even go through TSA, through checkpoint. I'm afraid to lose my $400-500 on my fucking flight that I just put out there to go to a city near you to perform for an hour or two and do what the fuck I do and lose my money and be on the no-fly list. That's how I know Cardi B flew her own jet. You gotta be a bold bitch to show off in the airport. Scratch that. You gotta be a very bold bitch to show off in the airport in another country. Now, I didn't even tap bases on, I barely cracked the seal on another country. I barely want to show off in another state. You know how many times I let shit slide in your state? It was a bitch trying to cause drama with me at my hotel one time when I was in Florida. I let the bitch cause drama by herself and I went on to my room. She was in the lobby arguing with herself because she was in line first, but she was taking too long, so they told her to step to the side. I stood in the line, so she went the hell off. Okay, fine, typical people. I let the bitch argue by herself because, see, I know the laws in Maryland. I know the laws in Virginia. I know the laws in North Carolina. Florida, those are different laws. I don't want to go to jail in Maryland. I damn sure don't want to go to jail in Florida. Somebody told me the AC don't work. Now, Florida is the hottest state in America next to Arizona. You mean to tell me y'all don't got working AC in a jail in Duval? No, I just let bitches take their... So for Cardi B to be in France yelling and screaming in the airport while launching a JBL speaker. Now, here's the thing about the JBL speaker. Whether it hit the girl or not, we don't know. But I know for a fact it hit the flow. When you launch something like an electronic device, that shit breaks into a million pieces. The battery go one way, or the little spring to hold the shit in the little radio, that goes somewhere, the speaker fall the fuck out. So we all thinking that A, it fell from the sky, or B, someone threw it. Now, I don't know how they do in France, but I will tell you this. I know the laws in Virginia. Okay? Virginia is a Commonwealth law. I know the laws oh too well because in 2011, I got locked up in Virginia. I was 21 years of fucking age. Virginia gets you for shit that you contemplated on doing. So Virginia will go back and rewind the tapes of Cardi B arguing in New York City with Nicki Minaj and Ra Ali allegedly punching her upside the head, and they would deem Cardi B as the shit starter. Virginia be like, no, you've been holding a grudge for 7 fucking years. You could have killed her. Virginia will act like that JBL speaker is an explosive. You could have hit someone's child. You could have put someone's eye out. That's going to be 20 years. What may fly in France will never fucking fly in Virginia. Excuse my French. That's all I wanted to say to that. I'm afraid to show off in VA, so I damn sure am afraid to show off in France. Now, I was reading your comments as Cardi B was pleading her case, because you know, after celebrities show off, we must come to you and tell you what the fuck we did so you can hear our story. I know this oh too well, because I don't mind telling my part too. I'm not a bitch who be like, yeah, and blase. Or when I'm telling a story and whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. You know people who say shit like that? Those are the people who are not telling the part that they fucking do. You ever seen a bitch be like, yeah, so she came around my car, she swung at me first, I still had my seatbelt on, neither mind y'all, my child was in his car seat. I couldn't even get on my car. Then next thing you know, woo-woo-woo. No, bitch, what was the woo-woo-woo? What's the woo-woo, bitch? What did you do, bitch? That's the thing. I'm not afraid to tell what I did. So one thing I do commend Cardi B on, Cardi B would tell what the fuck she did. Cardi said, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I got kids. I was acting a little ratchet. I thought about my kids after the situation, but I would have been stupid to let that bitch get a lick off me. I would die before I not get my lick back. I said, yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Cardi B. I don't give a damn if you... There are people who have done stuff to me as a child, and I love it when I see them as an adult, especially when I'm living better. Oh, I love to look some of my old friends and shit mothers in their faces and be like, you thought your daughter was going to be better. You remember that? She ain't got no talent. I just what? I am picky like that. I don't mind getting my lick back. Now, I'm not encouraging my listeners to get your lick back, but something about getting even makes me feel good. I don't feel even with you if I didn't get my lick back. Bitch, you poke my eye out, I'm at least have to break your rib before we be friends again. And you know, an eye for a rib or whatever they say in the Bible. So Cardi B went on to gloat about what she did. Now, the people in the comment sections was like, yeah, but you're a mother, including Ra Ali. Ra Ali was like, this woman is a mother. This shit happened years ago and you're in France. Why are you acting like this? I hate when people, and this is just me, I hate when people use the excuse that you got kids or they start to bring up your age, but you are 35, you shouldn't be doing that. Fuck that. Stop letting people make you feel bad because you got kids and you nipped it in the bud. In the bud is where the fuck you nipped it. I hate a person be like, yeah, but she was 54 years old arguing with that 32-year-old man. He young enough to be her son, yeah, but he was old enough to get smart. My son don't fucking get smart. So now I'm had to beat his ass the way I had to beat my son's ass when he thought it was appropriate to get smart. That's the answer to the equation. I'm so sick of people doing that. Nicki Minaj shouldn't argue with people. She too old. Bitch, how old is too old? As long as my rotator cuff can still throw a mean right hook, you better watch what you say and how the fuck you look. And that's on period. Other than that, we can be cool. You weren't too young to get sassy with me, were you? Now, I'm not telling someone to just go to the high school and beat a few of the young high school PE girls up for fighting with your daughter. That's not what I'm saying, no. I am saying, no, go to their mothers' houses and beat their fucking mothers up for fighting with your daughter. Because, see, yeah, you slap my daughter, now I'm going to slap your mother. That's the way I look at life. And people will say, darn, that's the wrong way. You don't fight fire with fire. Well, what the fuck do you fight fire with? Huh? That be the question for me. I hate people who tell me shit like that. You don't fight fire with fire. Well, what the fuck would you fight fire with, huh? Huh? Yeah, because, see, I watch Soul Food. Water don't work. So with that being said, bitch, you come to me with fire, I'm not going to bring you Vaseline. Nah. Bitches want you to turn the other cheek. Now, I am cool with turning the other cheek because there is a time and place for everything. I agree that France in the airport is never the time nor place to get buck with your enemies. Now, when you got the money that Cardi B has, this is just from me to you. 9 times out of 10, if y'all both met in France, y'all was probably there around this time of the year for a fashion week. If y'all both at the airport around the same time, Cardi B and Ra Ali are both from Bronx, New York. If not, they're both from New York City, okay? So that means you know this bitch going back to New York, and so are you. You are Cardi B. You got money. Why the fuck you ain't just switch your flight and got that bitch when y'all got off that night? Because I know it's an overnight flight from France to fucking New York. I've never flown to France, but wee, bitch. Yeah, flying to France overnight. You could have got off on her same flight. You knocked her ass out right in the airport in New York City. You ain't going nowhere but the Rikers. And from the way Cardi B act and Ra Ali act, I know they've been to Rikers before. Shit, Rikers ain't nothing but a day in the Galleria Mall for y'all. All right? It ain't nothing you ain't never been through. So, yeah, that's my only thing from it. Other than that, I don't feel bad that Cardi B got her lick back. You hit me in 2017, don't sleep, bitch. I'll find out where your wedding at and pop out your fucking cake. You're like, oh, remember me? Real shit. I watch crazy movies. It is more than one way to get even with your enemy. People be like, no. It's a time and place for, yeah, it is a time and place for everything. But sometimes the timing presents itself at the right place. You be on your sick bed fucking with me, and I would dress up as a nurse, come right to your room, and pop the shit out you. I swear to God. Y'all think I'm not lying. I would dress up as a Target employee, red fucking polo and khakis, just to come push you down in the break room. So it just goes to show, watch who you fucking with. You don't know people the way I know, and you don't know the way people think. If you think like Darren, you know that it ain't no mountain high enough, baby. All right, moving right along. Medical examiner reveals Hulk Hogan's cause of death and statements from his wife and daughter. You know, they keep on pushing Hulk on us, and I told y'all I won't go talk about him no more, but he popped up on my to-do list because there's been a few topics that I wanted to talk about, and I wrote down like 10. I'm probably going to only go over about 3 with y'all, and then I'm going to take my baby out for his last evening walk because he don't understand why I'm over here talking to a phone and no one's responding. Coach is smart. My dog is smart. He knows the difference of me carrying on a conversation. He know when it's my brother on the phone. He know when it's my mother. And if I grab my keys and I'm on the phone with my mother, he thinks I'm about to drop them off with his grandmother. So when I'm talking to y'all, he thinks that I'm crazy. He would come and just look at me with, with suspense, like, damn, is Dad okay? I'm okay. I'm just doing my job. Shit, I'm trying to get you a new doggy house up in here. But yeah, they keep on pushing Hulk Hogan on us, and the black community is refusing Hulk. It's just, it is nothing that you can get people to say. I think that, and when I say the black community, I am a part of the black community. I have my sentiments, but like I've stated before, I have my ways I feel about the situation because I was brought up in a Christian household. I've been taught to not speak ill of the dead. But it's a fine line between speaking ill and telling the truth. You can tell the truth about who a person was without speaking ill about them. Also, it goes along those lines when I say it's a time and place. I just feel like we too have had people in our families and friends and shit that has not always been right. And when they pass, the preacher paint them up to be the best people in the world. He was a beloved son. You'd be like, I know they ain't talking about Steakwan. Have you ever had to stop and look down at the program and then look at somebody else who knew the person they was talking about? Like, bitch, I know they ain't talking about Steakwan. He robbed the bodega right up the fucking street. He was not a beloved son. Now, I'm pretty sure it's going to say beloved on his too, so, but he want a beloved. Okay, yeah. And the last film we saw that was called Beloved, that bitch came back and terrorized Oprah. Now, You a bad bitch when you could come and make Oprah move out her fucking house and go crazy. So yeah, I don't fall for that beloved son shit either. But it's just one of them things. A lot of people saying that they don't want to see him really on their timelines, and I've had a lot of fans who've came and discussed their concerns about myself and how I felt about it. And you know, some of us who have agreed to disagree. I just don't believe in talking about anyone that has died in the negative. Especially when their families are mourning. You know what I mean? Now, 2-3 years from now, can we all have a talk? You be like, yeah, you know, he really wants shit. Yeah, but I just feel like it's too soon. You know what I'm saying? It was just last week. You know, y'all can wait a month. Shit. Family vibes. Tristan Thompson and Khloe Kardashian come together. Tatum and Amari Thompson birthday. Okay. I got tired of the Thompsons once I realized that Khloe was not practicing what she preached. I don't know if y'all keep up with the Kardashians the way that I do. I love the Kardashians. I really, really do. I don't really watch their show, but somehow I'm always in their business because they always on my timeline. You know you're famous when you just pop up on people's timelines and you don't even got to do shit. The Kardashians can just get a scrape on their elbow and they be like, oh no, Kim rubbed against the chalkboard so eloquently and she scraped her arm. Now they're selling the chalkboard on eBay for $17,000. You know what I mean? So they rich, so it's hard to dodge them. Because a lot of people used to get on me back when we used to do the Let's Rants, the lives before podcasters were podcasters. We used to do Let's Rants. We was already kind of doing like a podcast over in here. And the fans just be like, darn, we don't want to hear shit about the Kardashians. But it's like, how can you escape that? How can you escape them? No news is news with these motherfuckers. They don't have to do nothing. You take your family to the park every other day, and no one follows you with a camera. Tristan comes back to help Khloe with kids that he made. And this is news, as if to say, yeah, there are good black dads. We know there are good black dads. The fuck? This ain't no news. Now, Shannon Sharp. I saved the best for last, and then I'm going to close on this one because I heard my baby's little feet pawing at the little gate. Shannon Sharp was just recently let go from ESPN. I think his brother was about to receive some type of award or recognition. His brother was a football player too. I don't know Shannon's brother. I really don't know Shannon. I know Shay Shay. I know Shay Shay. So when y'all hear me talking about sports players, please know I know of what I've seen of them. I know LeBron because I see LeBron. I can't tell you 5 teams this man played on. I can't tell you why they call him the fucking GOAT. I just know that LeBron is to basketball what Beyonce is to country music. I knew that would piss an audience off. Man, Beyonce is that to country music because according to Neil Scan, Beyonce has the biggest grossing country tour ever. So, yeah, you can take that up with Faith Hill and Gretchen fucking Wieners because they ain't done that put together. Neither has Taylor fucking Swift or Pick Her Upper. And I like the Swifties. But yeah, Shay Shay was let go from ESPN, and I think Chad Ochocinco is saying that he would be a great replacement. And people are saying that that's shady practices. I don't think it's shady for if my friend got let go, I went and did the job. Especially if we're friends, I think that you would be happy for me. Here's my thing. It's a difference if this was a job that you always dreamed about. This was just your job. Like me, I have no desires to be in a Mr. America pageant. So if my best friend was running and, you know, he had gotten on and he had told me about the auditions that were coming up in Maryland, and I decided, you know what? Secretly, I wouldn't mind just to get my name out there. And then my friend got dropped because they found out he had an OnlyFans or whatever you could do to get put off Mr. America. And I decided, I'm going to run. Then I would feel like I'm doing it out of spite and vindictiveness. I had no passion for this. This has never been my dream. I'm doing it just to one-up my friend. And those are the friends you want to watch out for. However, you and I both have been football players. You and I have both been in the tabloids for how to or how not to treat women. You and I both have always been following similar fucking dreams, and then we too retired into some type of podcasting, or in hopes that after football we could at least be a NFL coach or one of the correspondents off an ESPN channel. So I don't feel like what Chad is doing is backdooring Shannon at fucking all. This man is just taking an opportunity that Shannon dropped the ball on. Oops, he fumbled. I don't know football, but I know that fucking expression. You fumbled the ball. So Ocho saved the play. How's that for NFL fucking Sunday? I feel like it's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with that. We both were going for the cooking class. They told you no because they found out that you had some infidelity problems within your relationship, and they don't want you on the own network because they don't want to make the network look bad. But we both were in the same culinary class. Now, I found out they told you no. We best friends. So I said, hey, girl, well, look, I'm going to apply for the position. And maybe if I can get on in the position, maybe I can still hire you to do some of the stuff with me because I want to see you win just like me. But I want to eat and feed my family, too. What is wrong with that? What is wrong with that? Now, if I'd never been accused of boiling fucking water, letting alone making an Oscar Mayo wiener fucking hot dog at a picnic, now all of a sudden I heard that they need another culinarist over there on their own channel, and my best friend just, forfeited the job, then I would feel like, darn, now you know good and damn well you ain't Betty Crocker or Paula fucking Dean. You're barely Patti LaBelle. Let someone else do the job. So, no, I don't think that Ocho is backdooring Shannon at all. Now, Ocho, I say this, and I say this with the Ocho Mosto respecto. We haven't always seen you in the best lighting with women. All right, yeah. Now, I do know that that's water under the bridge. I just feel like sometimes what the world would like to see is if you let one down, the next come up better be squeaky fucking clean, or you better be like the Obamas, their 8 years while in office. What Obama do now, we don't even care no more. He done showed us he could be perfect for almost a fucking decade. Obama deserved to go out, smoke blunts with friends, golf with his golfing buddies, and piss on the golf court just in case he got a drain. Michelle deserves to go out, shake her ass at a Beyonce concert with Chris Gayle and Oprah, and bust into a few splits if she feels like it, because you've been perfect for 8 years. I think that what we would like to see next is a person who kind of practice what they preach. But I also say this for Ocho. I do feel like people change. I do feel like people change. And when we've watched stuff like Basketball Wives and shit, we've seen our girl not always in the best lighting too. So, I like to think that people change. So, congratulations to Ocho Cinco. And I'm sorry that Shannon has lost his job. I think Shannon settled too. Nothing says I'm guilty like settling. I just don't feel like, well, you know what? I can't say that either, darn. Because sometimes people just don't feel like going through the motion. You don't feel like your name being drugged through the mud. You don't feel like brands not picking up the phone when you call. So I get that. Sometimes it's better to give people what they're asking for. But I'm one of them people like this. I get $100 million. Now the world know I got $100 million. And 10 years from now, people want to say in 2017, Darren slapped the shit out of me, choked me in a hotel lobby. I don't fucking know. Whatever people can accuse you of doing, it ain't no settlement with me. There ain't no settlement with me. I'm willing to put all my shit in my mother name, and you still won't get. I'm so serious. It ain't no selling. We will go to court for 10 fucking years. Do you hear me? Ain't no settling here. I know people be like, but Darren, you on a world tour. The world can wait. This bitch ain't getting 50 million of mine. I just got 100. Come on now. 20 of that already spent. I was going to raise the roof up in here, okay? No, we not fucking settling. Settling is for chumps, and that ain't me. I'm willing to fight for shit. I had to fight for a position just to be in here. You know how hard it is living an alternative lifestyle and being in comedy? Especially when you're black? Huh? You don't see no black gay men just dominating fucking comedy. So I fight every fucking day of my life. You don't think that I'm going to fight you over an accusation? Bitch, you're wrong. Put your boots on. We're going to court. I've been to court since I was 21. Ain't nothing but a thing. Strap your boots, bitch. We're going to court. Give me Shapiro on the line. You know, that's Diddy's lawyer. Shit, Diddy lawyer done wiped away like 45 fucking accusations for him. I feel like if you can wipe away 45, you can wipe away a bitch who just got upset because she's no longer working in my crew no more. Yeah, and Darren used to pick on me about my weight. You know, they say all the shit that you done said over the last 10 years. That's why I don't trust people. You know, I said that on the last live, and I'm going to say it again. You be leery of the people that you keep around in your circle. That's why they say when you get to certain places, no new friends. That's not saying that you can't be nice, but you watch what you do around people, what you say. When I meet up with people for business meetings, I make sure that we are in public or we are on Zoom. They don't come to my house to meet. They don't fly me to some private little dinner and we eat on the aisle while watching the flames flicker off me in some romantic fucking setting. Why is it ambiance up here? Bitch, we could have had this in the garden section in Walmart. I like to be in front of some people where I can yell, scream if things ain't going right. You get what I'm saying? Because we live in a world today where no one has to have any proof. They can just say you did it just because they see you got it. Okay? So I pride myself in it just being me, woo-woo, and my homeboy Kobe Jack. You want to know why? We've been working together for like 5-6 years. Woo-woo ain't never going to come out and say anything that she know I ain't done. Because over a period of working together, we've been working together for about 6-7 years. About 5-6 was touring. About 6-7 we're getting it off the ground. And over the course of 6-7 years, I may have said something that may not have been in the body shaming department. I probably have. I probably have said something racial. I probably have, not just to other people, but including to my own. I probably have made fun of things that people can't help. Yeah, I probably have. I don't need a bitch in my corner secretly recording and documenting every fucking time I've said something blasphemous, racist, sexist. I probably have said because I'm a human. I've said things out of anger. I've gotten upset. But I don't need them sitting back documenting like motherfucking Moesha, writing down everything I've said just to when they get upset with me because things ain't going the way they saw it going in their Barbie dream house. Now, let's tell about the time where Darren said that he don't believe everybody in church is Christian. I said it. Now I got Tamala man, David man, Mr. man, and Yo man fucking mad with me. Because I'd have pissed off the whole gospel explosion. Need I mind you, I ain't never met Yolanda fucking Adams. You get what I'm saying? But they do stuff like that. After years. That shit that was told about Lizzo, there wasn't no shit that had to be told. Lizzo get drunk and like to bust into splits and do freaky shit with bananas. How many times have you been out with your girlfriend? I be out with my friends. We get drunk sometime and act like hoes. Be like, bitch, I bet you I can deep throat this banana. Watch me. What I tell you, nasty shit. Now, I don't need them acting like they won't drunk and telling me to chug, commending my deep throat skills. And 10 years from now, they crying off to the shade room, yo room, in the living room about all the shit that I do. When Darren get drunk, he deep throat bananas. Oh, bitch, you watch me. You told me he'd try the cucumber. So, yeah, I don't trust hoes. I don't trust hoes. Because the same people that will laugh with you while you're doing it will tell on you when they can't do it with you. Trust me, bitch. That's why I don't trust every allegation that comes out. I'm not going to say that Diddy want a party man, but back in 1996, Freak Nick, is it safe to say going down to Bike Week was equivalent to going to a Diddy pool party? Everybody was fucking, sucking. Even I saw a picture when they did the Hulu Presents Freak Nick, where a police officer who was supposed to be policing the scene had his face between two big old ass cheeks. All right, so yeah, y'all was at Diddy parties too. The only difference is you out there with girlfriends you trusted. You didn't have nobody who could record you. And you went down there with 2 bottles of spritz and a fucking updo. That's the only difference. These bitches got lace fronts telling on people. But you were at Freaknik spreading it low and laying it wide, or just laying it low and spreading it wide. Oh, bitch, you was outside too. Posing in front of a picture that said Freaknik 97 with a picture of a Cadillac on the license plate said Playa. Oh, bitch, you were busting it too. So, freaks are in this world, you know. Now, I've been to a swinger club before. No, I'm not a swinger, but I wanted to see what the swings was about. Once I got in there and saw that there were no sliding boards at this playground, I was like, oh, okay. I thought it was going to be some swing sets. Y'all say y'all see a swing. This is what y'all mean. I got up out of there. But it ain't nothing against the law from doing all these type of stuff. You just got to watch who you do shit with. That's why you got to go back down with them ride or die situations. Them bitches, you know, from the 90s. What happened is, from that 2000 era, when people realized you could tell it, you know, if something didn't go your way, now let me say something about it, then shit started hitting the fan. And when you start going out with girls with more than 3 syllables in their fucking name, that's when shit started hitting the fan. This shit ain't never happened when you was out with Lisa, Pam, Kim, Tina, Cassandra. Now they called her Cassie after she got drunk. Rhonda, Brenda, Yolanda. You remember the names. Sade, Adina, Juanita. These bitches won't tell it. They had their updo. They had their shit clipped in. They was out there riding the back of motorcycles on the back of niggas' bike. They didn't know his first or last name. They knew he had a bike. And this is when your hair would stay in place because spritz was strong. You make sure that sock didn't move in between your bun, and bitch, you rode to the gas was on E. Yes. You get around some bitches that won't tellin' because they was doing it too. Ain't none worse than telling after you was enjoying it too. Now, I'm going to just say that. And I'm going to end on there, y'all. I'm about to take my baby on his last stroll in the park. It's back to school time. I've said this before, and I will say it again. If you do not have kids, and you are out there shopping, this is not your season. They do not want to see us in your local Kohl's, Target, Publix, Starbucks. I said, damn, not the mothers rolling their eyes at me at Starbucks. You were mad because you had to get something extra. You used to going to Starbucks and just getting your little $8, $9 coffee. You upset now because you took them kids out school shopping. You done went over to Starbucks, forgot you got them 3 kids in the back fucking seat, and they all want a cake pop. Now your $9 order is $22.11. You got the nerve to roll your eyes with me because not only did my order not cost, I have membership. I got a free coffee on that ass. I've got the dirtiest stares from parents per store. So if y'all didn't get the memo, from mid-July to the end of August, single people with no kids, you need to do online shopping and online shopping only. Thank y'all so much for watching this episode. This is episode 5 of It Behooves Me to Say podcast. Y'all have been an amazing audience tonight. Coach, I'm coming to get you now. Just let me bust down in here. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all. Bye. Ooh, my teeth look so pretty. Let me do that again. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all. Bye. Did y'all see all 32? Y'all seen them.